Ну, погнали по сюжету. Я полагаю, что мне вот сюда. А кто такая Хелен-то вообще? И где ее
The
искать?
house has been emptied. The Keens are rolling in their graves.
Maybe the pilferers missed something. Let's look. A full map, as I always say, is better than half a map.
That depends on where you want to go.
О, вон там Хелен. Блин, далеко. Ну как далеко? Тут же рядом костер. Надо туда сходить, хотя бы для того, чтобы глаза не мозолило. Лишняя отметка на компасе.
Things look better here. Helen is working out.
Banishers.
Good day. You look well, Mrs. Priest.
We struggle on. But yes, I feel better.
How are you doing, Helen?
My days are quiet. Some are better than others. At times, I am grateful for the memories. At others, they feel like fingers clamped upon my throat. I'm still learning to live around my grief.
We're very sorry for your loss.
As am I.
I've mailed for the fort. The messenger didn't make it. But I'm glad to make his delivery for him.
Mail? From who?
I don't know. Family? Friends? They seem to come from outside New Eden.
Ah, from before. They could be good for morale, or they could ruin it. Well, thank you.
What can you tell me about a young woman by the name of Grace?
It seems you already know some of the story. It was a long time ago, but I'll do my best to fill in the gaps.
What happened to her?
As I heard it told, one day Grace just wasn't there anymore.
How was their relationship?
I believe it was stormy, as you'd expect between a commander and his disobedient daughter. I do think he loved her, but as far as anyone ever saw, he never shed a single tear for her.
Later, after he exiled her, did the captain try to find his daughter?
Not to my knowledge. He did not set off in search of her, nor did he send men. At the time, I thought it strange. Still do. I'll never understand how a man could reject his only daughter. And that, my inquisitive Banisher friends, is all I know about the matter.
By any chance, might you have anything useful in your inventory to sell?
Have a look and decide for yourself.
Take care of yourself, Helen.
I will. No one else seems to want to.
Good day to you.
Bit late for that.
I found you some nails.
Good. I would say thank you kindly, but I don't want to, so I won't. Actually, I will say one last thing. You claim to blame people, without question or thought to whose life you're taking. But that, sir, is no way to honour the living. We deserve better. She deserved better. I hope your conscience eats you up at night.
I'll take my leave.
Good.
Ну, если честно, мне на них на всех похуй. Абсолютно. Но они никак не вплетены в основной сюжет толком. Ничего вообще. Поэтому на них на всех просто похуй. Более того, даже на вот эту вот шоколадку, которая с главным героем вместе. Как ее зовут-то? Антея, точно.
Think you could take on a ghost? Symbols. The hut may be near. I sense magic. Could Seeker be here?
Faded with age. Hard to know what it was for.
Back down to hell!
Who knows what lurks in this thing? Let me guide us. This feels good. I can help.
Зачем я сюда спустился? Или... Ладно.
This can't be a coincidence. Could Grace be Seeker? Dusty. Seeker hasn't been here for a long time.
Anyone home? Quite the fall from grace.
That's not funny, and neither is this.
Aye, fair enough. Fine wardrobe for a youngster.
They're rags.
And they won't help us find her. Aye. Deborah knew about this place.
Focus on the matter at hand, Red.
I am.
More demonology. Unusual for a witch. These two schools of magic don't usually see eye to eye. Perhaps Lammy could help us with the spell. Same circle as the one on the entrance. But I don't know the symbol. I don't know it, but I think Lammy might. Seeker drew this. Now we know. She's in the mountains. In the mountains, behind a magic door. And the circle is, somehow, the key. We did well to come here. Now we know where she's hiding. Soon we'll be able to use the pond. All we need is the key to the dissimulation spell. And Lammy Haskell will help us with that.
Sure.
Whatever it is, out with it.
Now what I say is worth listening to.
Only when it doesn't slow us down.
You're in an awful hurry. We need to get this right. We cannot afford to fail.
We won't fail if you stop dragging your feet. Isn't that Jed Scudder?
My boy is good.
Did we miss a few? I have another in sight. Hogging all the fun.
Jed's dead.
For good. No governor, no meeting house. And it seems, no faith.
Такое ощущение, что он очень занят. Ну, занимается кардио, там вот у него воображаемая беговая дорожка, там вся херня. Вот, музычку надо какую-нибудь еще подставить под вот это вот дело. Но я не буду.
Red! Antea! You have timed your arrival to perfection. My speech is almost done, and by almost done, I mean 'tis almost written. I need an ending, a high note on which to finish. I was thinking of talking about you. Would you permit it?
Tis your speech to your people. Trust yourself. Do what you think's best.
This comes to you so easily. Were you always so eloquent?
Well, I've led men to war, and fearful men need words of courage.
Well put. I shall take it as inspiration as I return to my writing. With the added spice of your profound wisdom, I have faith that this speech will bring much succour to the company. Oh, what remains of it?
We found a page ripped from a book. Here, do you recognise it?
Let me see. Is this from the Trismegistus riddles? Yes, it seems to be. Why would you bring me one mildewed page from an amusing but harmless little book?
Why would you fail to disclose that you'd given another ritual to another friend?
It was a long time ago. I said after Caleb I'd distribute no more rituals, and that's what I've done. Not done.
We know. But we're looking for Grace Pennington now, and we were hoping you'd help us find her.
Who?
Really, boy?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mistress Antea. You said Grace's name, and it is my reflex to protect her.
Ever heard of someone named Seeker?
Seeker? No. Sounds like a title, like my True Pursuer. This Seeker... Is she Grace? Is she alive? Do you know where she is?
We think she's Grace. We hope she's still alive. We're trying to find her.
We think she's hidden herself away behind your dissimulation spell.
Then you'll need to unravel it. Shouldn't be too difficult once you're armed with the salient facts.
When was the last time you saw Grace Pennington?
It had to be a few days after I brought her the cloaking ritual. When I returned to visit, the hut had disappeared. Which makes sense now that I think of it.
That's it? You never again tried to find your best friend, your only friend.
Well, you see, some weeks later the first whispers of witchcraft started to fly about town. I kept my head down and Grace was better off out of it. I was right. And I'm glad she escaped. Strange to think of her again after so long.
How does the ritual work?
It creates illusions so effective that they deceive even the keenest eye. There are more effective cloaking spells, but the Trismegistus riddles do have a simple elegance.
The short version, please, ending with how we break it.
Yes, of course. To achieve that, all you need is the caster's full name and the symbol used to make fast the illusion.
Grace Pennington and a triangle pointing downwards.
Well then, now all you need is a simple counterspell from the same book and... Oh my.
What now?
I'm afraid I left my copy in the Araloo. In the void.
That's just great. Just great.
Yes, but in my defence, once you've retrieved the book, dispelling Grace's illusion will be like a walk in the park. Comparatively speaking.
Thank you for your help.
Could you tell Grace that I'm still her friend? I'd be glad to see her again.
Once we found her, we'll be glad to tell her.
Новый губернатор, а все равно во френд-зоне. Все потому, что у него нет такой же челюсти, как у главного героя, да. Ну и вообще. По лицу видно, что он жиродыщ.
Come on then. Talk to me. Don't hold back.
You act as though all is well. As though I had not died. I'm dead. And I'm not all right. I'm not all right at all. But you pretend not to see it. That makes me angry. And it makes me sad.
I never wanted that.
I know. But it still felt that way. These stains block the way through, like a thick web. No time to lose.
Who there, corrupted weeds? You know, I'd almost fancy my own garden.
Trust me, you don't want a garden.
Look, I couldn't talk about it.
Couldn't talk about what?
You accused me of pretending not to see that you're dead.
That's how I feel, Red. You have to accept it.
I couldn't face your death. I admit that. Your death left me desolate. I knew in my heart that it should have been me. Then you came back. I snatched at the chance to undo what'd been done. I don't wish to deny your pain. No. I've just tried to deal with mine.
Wow. That's... I hadn't thought of it that way. Thank you for your honesty. Can I join in too? Dodge it if you can. Look to me.
Our book isn't here.
Our book might be up there.
I might need some help.
I might be able to give it. The spot can't be far.
Well, this looks like Lami's stuff. Only more scattered.
Even with the void shifting, the book should be around here somewhere.
Got it. That seemed a little too easy.
We have the symbol we need. Let's go back to the mountain and find her hiding place.
Did you hear that?
First things first, Red.
Where'd you go, you wee bastard? They brought more friends.
I have another in sight.
That thing moves like a shot.
This might hurt. Hogging all the fun. This is it. Seeker is behind this wall. Let the veil of unknowing be lifted. Let us see through the eyes of Grace Pennington.
Ceridian?
You're surprisingly slow, even for a Banisher. You're late. Or early.
At last we find you.
Missed me that much, did you? You could have hurried. You always think you have more time, and suddenly you don't.
It wasn't in vain. We have come far and learned much.
I hope so. But don't think you have it all figured out. You're still Banishers, after all.
We are indeed, Grace.
So, you know.
I know you're Pennington's daughter. Still, can I see the family resemblance?
In the end, neither could he.
I must have hurt.
Does it matter now? The captain is no more, and till the end, so was his daughter. I defied him. I sought forbidden knowledge and stepped beyond the boundaries. At the end of that most painful of journeys, Grace was dead. And Seeker was born. Yes, it hurt. But it was worth it. I accept it now. I accept it all. Ceridian has left a hollow, and I am called to fill it. I accept. I am ready for my role in this world. Are you ready for yours?
You learned magic by yourself.
Not really. Not at all. First, Lammy Haskell's forbidden books told me that magic was real. They say you must look out for the quiet kids. And that was me and Lammy. Reading those books opened my eyes to worlds of wonder. But I did not learn witchcraft until Ceridian found me. Lammy showed me the view from the prison window, but my mistress walked me right out the door.
Lammy was relieved to hear you're well.
He talked about paying you a visit.
When I was exiled, he was the only one who'd help. Sweet boy. But now is not the time for visitors. Later, perhaps. Later, when you have lifted the curse.
The boy will be disappointed. He has a thing for witchery.
We looked for you everywhere. Why did you leave the Maya Marshes?
I needed time. Silence. My own space.
Hidden away behind Lammy Haskell's dissimulation spell.
Oh, you know about that. It held a full 7 years. Isn't that impressive? This is the place where I embrace solitude. This is where I made it a strength.
Did Ceridian find you here?
Not physically. I dreamed of her. I dreamed of the Maya Marshes. So, I went there. And I found the island.
Quite the thing. Meet your dream in person.
I suppose so. At the time, I was more focused on the fun I'd had getting to the island.
Also,
Our first dance. I admit I ran away. But we have danced many times since then. Old Mosshead, Ceridian and me.
the time has come for us to go back to New Eden. and face the nightmare.
Yes. Balance must be restored. You must face your fate and end the curse.
Ceridian said the only way back was through the void. But the pond seemed broken. We need your help.
Of course you do.
We're listening.
Remember Ceridian's words. If you are to defeat the nightmare, your hearts must be open to each other. No barriers. Your bond must be strong.
We've never been stronger.
This void breach is not like the others. This one leaks. This one sits at the rotten core of the entire region. You must leave whatever still burns in your hearts at the threshold. If you don't, the void will kill you.
Do you know where in New Eden Town the void shall lead us?
The trick is to focus on your happiest memories and let them take you there. At least that's how it's always worked for me.
We'll try.
And when at last you succeed, I too shall return to New Eden Town. I shall see you there.
And with that, we'll take our leave.
Bring peace to this troubled land and your troubled hearts, my friends. I know it's not easy to hear, especially when it's me saying it.
On the contrary.
Thank you, Seeker. We'll do our best.
What's that?
That is not your concern.
They've seen better days.
As have we all.
I like your new place a lot better than the old one.
I was a different person then.
This will be useful.
Welcome back.
Goodbye.
We'll meet again in New Eden Town.
She's the custodian now. May she have all the wisdom of her mentor and more.
I wish I had half the wisdom of mine.
You're not as stupid as you sound. You'll be fine. Ready to walk through it if you are.
Ну, финалочка.
In the fields outside Havana, the air is thick and hot this time of year. The downpour lasts for days. I used to lie on the grass, face to the sky, and let the rain wash over me. I'd come home soaked through, smelling of salt and dirt. It drove my mother insane. I never thought I'd hear myself say this, but I miss it. I miss home.
What do you miss?
I miss our house. It was ever full. By day, the sick seeking my mother's cures. By night, our friends and neighbors for food and hot debate. We did not have much, but any who came hungry would be fed. My father was known for his ngombo. I miss it. And I miss the warm, clear sea. I don't know. I think maybe it would be nice to go back for a little while.
You told me you weren't one to put down roots.
Maybe I could with you. I think I'd like that.
I think I'd like that too.
Thank you for standing by my side through it all. For everything. Into the fray then.
Always. What is it?
Baggage I may need to finally face. Let's press on. Stay watchful. Spectres are still drawn to you.
Oh, brilliant.
You chose the schoolhouse too.
Of course. Our last night together.
I knew it. And now the question is, how do we reach it?
I like your doll. What are you doing?
This is Aleja. She is a witch, and she is running away from the Spanish soldiers. She had a horse, but he died. He was an old friend.
Maybe we can build her a raft.
I'm Antia. What's your name?
To hell with that.
Was that an echo? In the void?
I don't know, and I don't want to know.
What the?
Patience, Antea. You know that we have to be twice as good as them to get half of what they have. I can't stand anymore.
Shall we?
I think your mother is jealous of you.
I'm better than she was a mage. Of course she is.
We could train in secret. Practice when she's not looking.
These are memories from my childhood. But why here? Ask for help if you need it.
There's more of them.
Standing by. Over there, a passageway.
The paths form and reform. Your passageway's already gone.
This place has a plan for us, and I suspect we may not like it.
It's just us here, Antea.
Damn it!
The void centres in on us. Perhaps you've been thinking about your past and memories are manifesting.
Or the other way around. This feels good. Rory,
Tell me,
Calendre is here.
your childhood friend is here.
What passed for my friend?
Right. We leave now. You explain later.
Mama? Mama!
on. Burn them. Burn her.
What are you?
Our house burned. But we lived. I banished her without knowing how. Back then, I didn't know what she was. It's here. Leading us somewhere we don't want to go.
Free yourself, Antea. Let the fire melt your shackles.
Careful, Red. It's close. I know.
Antea. Stay, Antea. Stay and play with me.
I feel like I'm being led by the nose.
It's playing with us. Wants us to feel powerless.
I'll feast on your soul. You won once. Never again. Never again. Come and play, Antea. Come and play. You will never leave this place.
You can't go round the fire. You must go through.
Poor little Antea, all alone. No one to play with, no one to talk to. Poor little Antea, gifted and talented, constricted, bound, abandoned.
Go to hell.
Look at you now. Look at you dead. Vain and foolish. And oh, the killing he has done for you. You're a poison to the goodness of your man's heart.
This thing serves the Aralu, Red. Don't indulge it.
Have you forgotten, Red? Just who you are?
Damn you. You want to play, Calendre? Fine. Let's play.
Дверь открывается вовнутрь, не по ГОСТу, понимаешь?
At last you visit Calendre, your bestest friend.
We are not friends. And your name is not Calendre.
Perhaps I should name myself by what called me to you. Your weariness? Your solitude? Your arrogance?
Why'd you lead us here? What do you want from us?
From you? Nothing now. Later, you shall be my toy. My pretty little plaything.
Do not dare touch him.
Careful now. The idea of tearing your precious little pet into pieces just became much more appealing. I'd hate for you to get hurt so fast while you try to save him. But, oh wait, you already did that, didn't you? Tell me, Rory of the Clan McGrath, when you realize you hardly know the woman you love, how does it feel to learn, after all these years together, these things she never deigned to tell you? These things that sit brooding at the very center of her soul.
My love for her is unconditional.
Yes, your bloodied hands tell the tale.
Я был бы не я, если бы я не пошутил про маленькую игрушку. Мне кажется, Антея не выбрала бы этого Чеда, если бы его игрушка была маленькой.
There are more of you, aren't there? So what's a manipulative demon like you doing in the void? Why aren't you out in the incarnate world?
Your little pet is curious indeed. He doesn't listen. He's ugly. He smells. He is bad dog. And bad dogs should be put down.
Red, please don't.
Did she ever tell you the story, Rory? If I recall, it was right before she banished me here.
You, pest, deserve no better.
And what do you now deserve, Antea dear?
Rory, please. You cannot play your old tricks with me, Calendre. I am stronger now. So much stronger.
Bold of you to claim for a very dead Banisher.
I was a little girl when we met. You used me, manipulated me, and made me believe that was love. However arrogant, however angry I was, you changed me, disfigured me. I abandoned my home. I fled from everything and everyone. I thought I had to be alone so that you could never happen again. For that, I forgive myself. But you, Calendre, no. You I do not forgive.
What will you do when you have sacrificed your lover's conscience so to reclaim your body? Will you forgive yourself then?
I don't need you. I never did. Your tricks don't work on me. Not anymore.
I shall not let you go. No, this is my realm now. You sent me here. And now that you have joined me, I shall feed.
Then you are still a fool.
Antea, Antea. Such a clever girl. So good with words of power. Is that how you seduced your little pet here?
My name is Nasuku, and I am the relentless servant of the Queen of Kerr.
The hell?
Come, stay a while, stay forever. I see right through you.
Blasted pest! I was a child when I beat you, remember? Standing by.
Ready to come and play? I will reap your soul this time. As stubborn as you are weak, you've not changed. My domain, my rules. I will reap your soul this time.
You're on your own here, Red. Alright, that's cheating.
As stubborn as you are weak, you've not changed. You are going to pay for this. This is my realm.
Careful! I was a child when I beat you, remember?
Little Anthea still needs a shoulder to lean on.
But not yours.
Poor lonely Anthea. You are going to pay for this. Just you and me, Thea, for time's sake.
I can help. Running away, are we?
Little Anthea still needs a shoulder to lean on.
But not yours.
You are going to pay for this. This is my realm.
Almost there.
My domain, my rules. This is my realm.
Look to me.
My domain, my rules. This is my realm. I will reap your soul this time.
I'm right here, you know.
That was something.
I never told you the full story. I'm sorry.
No need.
Please, let's get out of here.
Easy. Просто easy.
We're here.
Onwards. There's no more time to lose. Is the entire town lost to Ivy? Her influence must still be strong.
But as Charles would say, another day, another soul to save.
These people have no idea what they're up against. We really had no idea what we were walking into.
You died because I was arrogant.
I did. And you were.
You aim for the heart, I'll destroy the roots.
I have another in sight. Call on me.
Would you a lecture on the sanctity of marriage?
A pretty word for a set of shackles.
I'm sure folk here are just as open-minded as Charles.
I miss us.
We'll soon be back.
Back together. Always.
Forever.
Ну, это полная чушь. Мне кажется, чем жирнее индейка, тем проще в нее попасть просто. Да и вообще, это индейка бройлера.
Call on me. I see a light.
How? Could Esther still be here? Oh there? Anybody home?
Over the river and through the woods. To grandfather's house we go. The horse knows the way to carry the sleigh through the white and drifting snow. He had in his right hand 7 stars, and out of his mouth shot 2-edged swords, and his countenance was as the sun shines in his strength. And when I saw him, I fell at his feet as dead, and he laid his right hand upon me.
Esther?
Rory? Are you...
Are you a dream? Are you here? Are you really here?
I am. We are. Have you been here alone all this time?
No, not alone. Charles visits from time to time. We talk.
Of what do you talk?
Oh, of this and that. Of love and fear. My love for him. My fear that I may never see him again. Do we ever mend the wounds of true love lost?
Esther, do you know me?
Antea. Yes, I know you. You come to Red as Charles comes to me. How very good of you.
Dearest Esther, I died. I am a ghost.
You know, I'd have liked to join your games. You three. Chasing ghosts and whatnot. I learn fast. But not today. Today feels like a dream.
What's happened in New Eden while we were gone?
Oh, everyone left. I did not wish to join them. She let me stay.
She? Deborah?
Speak not her name. It makes her angry. She is much more powerful now, and your return has already vexed her.
We're here for Antea's body. This is her tie. And the nightmare has it.
Yes. By her body she is held hostage. Her flesh is her tie. Charles told me all about it.
We must break the tie to set Antea free.
She won't surrender it. You'll have to end her. But if she goes, then Charles goes too. I don't want that. I don't want that at all.
We're not here to vex her, nor to attack her. Antea just wants what's hers.
Last time, Red McWraith, you escaped with your life. Do you think she'll let you do it again?
I'm rather hoping she will, aye. She knew I'd come back. What else was I gonna do?
Which of us has choice when free will is a lie? None has choice. Each is another's glimmer of hope, sparkling futile in the darkness.
What's going on up at the meeting house?
I do not ask about the meeting house, and nor should you. To think that once we worshipped there, that Charles would give his sermons there. There of all places.
What awaits us in the meeting house?
You know. You know who awaits you there. Behind the eerie overgrowth. The meeting house is her garden now. Her hate is deeply rooted. And her climbing, crawling creepers reach out across the land. Like the tree of blood that grows from out your heart.
All things good and bad have their end. The meeting house is just a place. We'll go there and find a finish.
You're a brave and gentle soul, Red McWraith. I shall remember you when you're gone. If remember I still can.
Can we speak of Deborah?
Don't say her name. She'll hear you. She'll hear our thoughts.
Let her. Truth is not to be feared. Truth is freedom. There's no ending to the story until the truth is told.
Red, you are a dear, dear friend.
But there is no truth that does not look like a nightmare, and the difference between the two cannot be told.
I am a ghost, and ghosts do not dream. This is real. We are here, and so are you. I promise you.
Perhaps none of it is real. Perhaps it is all her dream. Perhaps this is the curse.
Aye. And maybe life's a dream, but hell's balls, I hope not.
New Eden was a dream, you know. A dream of heaven shared by we, its people. But we seem to have brought the nightmare with us.
Nothing stands against the truth, and even a nightmare's power must have its limit.
And what if the limit is the frontier of New Eden? What if here she is all-powerful and there is no escape?
What will pass, will pass. And if it does, and we are free, what will you do?
I'll away back to London. New Eden is lost now and for centuries to come.
Goodbye, Esther. Perhaps we'll meet again.
Perhaps we shall. It's so very pleasant to speak to new old friends. From time to time. To time. He had in his right hand 7 stars, and out of his mouth shot a 2-edged sword. And his countenance was as the sun shines in his strength. And when I saw him, I fell at his feet as dead. And he laid his right hand upon me and said, "Fear not, for I am the first and the last."
It breaks my heart to see her this way.
This is the nightmare's doing.
We need to be careful. We're in her stronghold now. I can help.
After this, we should set sail somewhere warm and safe. The dead don't linger.
No such place. But it's not a bad idea.
The Lesser Palingenesis ritual. I've never done anything like this.
Neither have I. But if you do, all could be as it was before.
And yet nothing shall ever be the same again.
It is time.
You still have something to say to me, don't you?
I told you to be cautious, yet you walked straight into her trap.
It was my greatest mistake. And I'll carry it my whole life. Antea, I am sorry.
I'm sorry too. Sorry for resenting you. Sorry for not saying so sooner.
This is an odd kind of homecoming.
Tis strange to be back.
It's strange to sleep near the place where you died.
Still, rest you should. You'll need it.
And you can't bathe twice in the same river. It's not the same river, and you're not the same man.
And yet nothing shall ever be the same again.
Aye. You'll come back changed. And you'll come back to find that I am changed.
Of course we'll have changed, but we'll be alive, with a lifetime of changing stretching out before us.
And we'll be together.
For better or worse.
You told me that you resent me.
That night in this room, I asked you for caution. I worried you'd act rashly, and you promised me you would not. Then you did it anyway.
I thought you'd gone to the meeting house without me.
I died to save you.
So that's why you returned. Resentment.
Yes. I was angry with you. The anger lingers. Part of me resents you yet. For my pain and my fear. For my suffering. For my dying.
Antea, I am truly sorry.
I know you are. But soon, I'll be back. Then we'll both bathe in this new river. Together. Spectre, going for a meat suit. They never learn, do they? Watch out! We made it angry. Oh, I am back.
Who there, corrupted weeds?
She won't let us in so easily.
A few roots will not stop us.
No roots. Just how I like it.
No Eden suffers. We suffer. My friends, I have disturbing news. among us walks a witch. Is that not so, Deborah Comenius? Lock her up.
No! No! 'Tis not true! I am no witch!
So that's how it all began.
Aye. With ordinary evil from the hearts of fearful men.
Deborah Comenius, this court finds you guilty of the devil's work. Guided by God's mercy, I pass sentence on the witch. Pain forte dure. Confess, and name your accomplices, or die for your sins.
I have nothing to confess.
How could they have let this happen?
Not a soul stood or spoke for her. There's no justice here. It's a travesty. Did I ever mention how good we are together?
None stand for you.
It's always good to hear.
Your coven has betrayed you. Name them, and you shall live.
I am no witch. You know this. All of you. Do not turn away from me. You must release me. You must. Will no one speak for me? Anyone? Please. Help me. Help me.
I feel her distress, her rising terror, her dark despair.
She's suffered enough, and so have we.
Here, my body, my flesh displayed like a trophy.
More like bait.
Хорошо сохранилось, прям как Ленин.
So, the circle is complete. Do you return to the beginning? Or is it the beginning of your return?
A paradox. How clever. How it pleases you to play with time.
I do not play.
Deborah, we know what happened to you. We know what they did to you.
What they did. What they do. I shatter yet.
We're not here to hurt you. You have my body and I want it back. That's all. Help us. Because we can help you.
No, you cannot. There
so gullible!
I'm right here, you know.
There is no escape! You're still weak!
Enough. You are me, yet you oppose me. They murdered us. Make them pay. No. They do not deserve our rage, not these two. All deserve our wrath. They crushed the breath from us. You know this. You asked for this. Not anymore.
It's over. You have been heard. The truth is out.
No! Come back! Feed upon the pain, the treachery, the outrage!
No more. It hurts.
Behold my wrath! Flung into a cave. Remember the bite of the chains!
You're not me.
Оу, хотя бы интересно стало. А то просто в кашу.
Into a cage! Remember the bite of the chains! Flung into a cage!
They seek a monster. Don't give it to them.
No one stood for us! They tortured us, killed us!
I just want to leave.
call on me.
They turned their back on us!
Yes, they did. But what was it all for? It must end. Enough betrayal.
They betrayed you first!
No more pain.
Remember the agony! The terror!
You aren't me.
Don't resist your true self!
You were betrayed. You were innocent.
If they live, they win. All of them.
Enough pain now.
There must be a reckoning.
The pain may end right now. The reckoning is here.
Spare me your compassion, for it comes far too late.
Who are you?
I am retribution.
A word. An idea. But who are you?
I am her fury.
No longer.
I am their nightmare!
You were.
You believe you've won. It will not be so easy. For I will haunt your dreams.
Is that an end to it?
Yes. If you want it to be.
Are you sure? In your hand you weigh my death, the last stone laid upon my broken body.
I'm so very sorry.
Will you leave? Are you ready?
I have lingered so very long. Where now will I go?
I don't know. A better place, I believe. A quiet place.
Quiet is good.
Deborah Comenius, mere words can ill describe your suffering. And if they could, I'd not utter them now. Enough wrong has been done you. Your tale is told, and we thank you for it. You are hurt. And free to go.
Hey, I'm right here.
Aye, you are.
It's time for the lesser palingenesis.
Time to bring you home.
From flesh to word, word to heart.
From flesh to word, word to heart.
Air to fire, fire to earth. I'm hollowing. It's working.
Air to fire, fire to earth.
Ending to beginning, indivisible. Death to the living. Life to the dead.
Ending to beginning, indivisible. Death to the living. Life to the dead. Antea. Antea!
Bread.
It won't. It won't.
You're back. Thanks to you.
Я только сейчас понял, что он карван.
The curse is lifted.
Antea never fully recovered from the time when she was dead. And the things he'd done to bring her back had changed Red too. Some say you should fight for what you want. But some fights, I believe, are best lost. Battered by their ordeal at the hands of the Nightmare, The lovers must rebuild from the wreckage. A new and stronger union. For better or for worse. Now, far from the place where New Eden once stood, Red and Antea will renew their love. A shared interest will bind them once more. A taste for forbidden fruit.
Ну, что я могу сказать? В принципе, я могу поставить этой игре свою высшую оценку 8 из 10. Да, вот как-то так. Ну, уж очень много здесь всяких нетрадиционных персонажей. Ну, слишком много. Такое ощущение, что... так скажем, ну, что традиционные ценности стали ненормальными. Вот как-то так. Ладно, все.